In this video, we will discuss about sociology strategy and study material. In all of our previous videos, we have discussed about and emphasized on syllabus, memorization of syllabus and previous year questions. We repeat here it as well. The next point is to limit your sources, by which I mean there are certain requirements for sociology. If material fulfills that requirement, so you do not have to go for multiple materials. Go for other material for a particular topic other than that you are studying, only if you feel those requirements are not fulfilled. Otherwise, I think you should stick on to particular material for sociology. Read answer script of successful candidates. This is because you would understand some things from this. First is you will understand how GS answer writing is different from sociology answer writing. Also, you will understand that for answer writing you do not have to write a perfect answer. Rather, those are the answers that have led people to make into the final list. So that way you can understand what kind of answer, the level of answer writing that you have to ultimately achieve. Many beginners have asked me question that how to start sociology and how the way they can start. My recommendation is to begin in organized manner, by which I mean first complete a particular topic and then go on the another topic. You will notice that sociology syllabus is divided into different sections. This applies for both paper 1 as well as paper 2. So there are different sections. First try to complete a particular topic and then try to complete a particular section. When all the topics of that particular section are completed, then go on to second section. This you may try to read both paper 1 and paper 2 simultaneously, but try to incorporate this habit that topic completion and section completion happens in an organized manner. That way you avoid randomness, and in the end you will not find that your notes are scattered or very haphazard. Many have also asked question about whether they can skip NCERT. I think yes, you can skip NCERT because IGNOU material that is recommended begins from very basic and goes up to advanced level. Other than above 2 points, what I would recommend is to those students that those who have not taken sociology coaching or do not have sociology background, they can do is they can watch lectures available online if they have time. These lectures of good teachers, they are actually oriented toward the specific requirement of this exam, so they will help you certainly and will help you to complete syllabus in time bound manner. So nothing wrong in that. Now, note making about sociology. So you have to understand here is that there are certain requirement for writing a sociology answer. So your note making should be oriented and should be done by keeping those requirement in mind. So the first requirement is of thinker. You have to mention we will discuss about answer writing later on in this video, but let's focus on the requirement. The first requirement is thinker. So for every topic, as much as possible, have a thinkers, 2 or 3 thinkers on particular topic, and try remembering the key idea with respect to that topic said by the thinker. Have one liners at least prepared. The next important thing is key concept with respect to that topic. For example, if I have to talk about the Sanskritization, so in Sanskritization the key idea is associated with secular mobility and then ritual mobility. So that kind of one liners and keywords and mind map flow diagrams will help you certainly. Other than these things, you can also have keywords associated with particular topic. For example, if I have to discuss about modernization, I would not forget thinkers like Yogendra Yadav or Yogendra Singh, and other is Malcolm Marriott and Milton Singer. Keywords like I would not forget about universalization, parochialization, change of structure, change in structure. So there are certain thinkers and certain key concepts associated and keywords associated with a particular topic. You try to make note of all those things. Current affairs, it will be very much needed in your paper too. In fact, your GS, whatever your current affair you have studied in GS or in materials like newspaper, economic survey, budget, wherever. So based on the need of these topics in sociology, you can extract material from these sources and make note of it. Data list I have discussed in my note making video about different list with respect to your GS answers. With respect to sociology, you have to keep in mind the requirement of sociology. In that way, you can make list of now different Supreme Court judgment, for example, triple talaq or I don't remember more. You can also make list of schemes like Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, and Janni Suraksha Yojana. There are many more schemes. You can make other list as well, like of data which you can very well use in sociology. There are, from my own experience and my own mistakes, I have certain things to tell so that you don't repeat. See, we have tendency to do PhD on certain topics that we like, but then questions in UPSC will be distributed from different sections. So doing PhD in one more than it is required, and then skipping other topics may backfire. So please avoid it. Even if all these strategies that I've been talking about, even if you follow it, you will, in the end, I'm sure you're going to run out of time and energy. So especially by the time you reach section B and section C of paper 2. So these are the sections from where now I have seen that UPSC has asked question, and this time in while writing answers I faced a lot of problems. But then these sections I had completed from Tusransu's notes, and I think I should have focused more on this book. This book has all the requirements, like key concept is given about these topics. Thinkers are there are ample thinkers mentioned there, so you can extract all those materials and complete this part. You can also collect topic wise material from your survey, and you can collect material topic wise material like survey and reports that may be mentioned at different places, especially in IGNOU and Hallambos that I have seen. Hallambos, you don't have to read complete book, and on our Telegram group we will mention the pages that you have to study, chapters that you have to study, and what material that you have to extract. uh, IGNOU, I would say you read complete and extract these things. While reading budget, economic survey, and newspaper, don't read only from the perspective of your GS answer. Also have sociology syllabus in mind. There are words like that you can very well use in sociology, like previously terms like meta sun meta preference, unwanted girl or missing girl discussed by Amrit. These things have come in economic survey. You can directly use in your sociology. For example, patriarchy. In the end of this video, I'll so how many questions have been asked on patriarchy. So these are the things that you can extract. And like I have discussed in my note making video, you can have notebooks separately for different things, and divide in a way that helps you in your preparation in a organized manner. uh, Other part that from the newspaper what you can extract is these things that we have extracted. These are the things that I came across while I was going through my while collecting material and going through my previous year current affair notes. So you can pause the video and read in detail. So now I will discuss about paper 1 versus paper 2. People ask how paper 1 is different from paper 2, and how note making is for paper 1 should be different from paper 2. So the first thing is I'll discuss about the similarities. So both paper 1 and both paper 2 need to be prepared topic wise, as I have discussed. both papers will have requirement of a thinker or thinkers with respect to that particular topic, so you have to extract topic and kind of ideas that we have already discussed. But in case of paper 2, the difference is that you will be more using your GS knowledge as well, so as to make your answer contemporary and in relation to India. And obviously there are questions that would be asked with respect global perspective, so you have to even there you have to use your GS knowledge. And newspaper notes will also come into play when paper 2 is concerned. For paper 2, I have discussed Tusransu's notes and thinkers. I extracted mostly from Tusransu's notes, thinkers of paper 2, especially section B and section 3. And for others, I had taken coaching from Mahapatra sir. And so his notes and combined with Harlambos, that pretty much cover, and also the IGNOU, that covered my paper 1. So this was about the note making. Study material, this is the list of study material that I followed. You may have better material, no list of material, but then follow that material rather than jumping from one material to other. You can pause the video and read it. If you find some better material, please read it. It is a personal choice, I think. Now I'll discuss about answer writing, how answer writing and GS is different, and from sociology answer writing. So in case of sociology, you have to build a context, by which I mean, in order to begin an answer in general studies, a proper introduction is, I think, would suffice in case of GS. But then in case of sociology, no, the particular question have been asked from keeping in particular idea in mind, and the examiner who is checking your answer is of sociology and he knows that. So it is very important that you hit upon that idea in the very beginning, so he knows that you are on the right track. Besides, you can use bullet points like GS, you can use diagram, all those things, but don't use short sentences like in GS. We tend to write incomplete sentences in GS, so you can avoid it. If possible, use paragraphs, that would also work. If you don't want paragraphs, you can use points, but then sentences should be complete. Methods of answer writing that we followed, and it worked pretty well in our case. The method 1 was thinker based analysis, because thinker based analysis is basically recommended, especially when you especially topics that you know very well and you know these are the thinkers, and so you mention them. For example, if caste system and mobility, I have to discuss mobility in caste system, Srinivas, Andre Bete, FG Feli, and other thinkers that I would use. But then in all the cases of questions that you will encounter in the exam, you may not know the answer, especially some of the questions that are very difficult and asked with respect to ongoing issues and events. So in that case, you may not be able to recall any thinker. So in that case, use dimension based approach. Dimension based approach we have already discussed in our writing skills video, but there the dimensions were different. Here dimensions will be with respect to sociological perspective. For example, you have to more emphasize on caste, gender, age, demography, religion, other politics and those things. So you can read rest part in detail by pausing the video. So again, this is about answer writing. If you want to begin answer writing, you can follow the advice mentioned here. You can again pause the video. We cannot discuss because paucity of time. And this we want to discuss here, that practice previous year questions as far as possible, and you may avoid test series before prelims. You can keep practicing previous year, because a lot of previous year questions are there. So once your prelims is clear, there will be ample time for test series and going for difficult question. But initially you practice questions that are related to topic, and that those questions that you can handle well. And test series, you may encounter those questions which are very difficult, or sometimes because the ratio of those questions asked in exam is not very much. So focusing solely on those questions and neglecting questions that you can score very high and you can prepare well, you can prepare a modern answers, and you can very well get acquainted with those questions. So I would recommend previous year question practice first, and then go for test series and difficult questions that you find at the moment to handle them. So here are previous questions. First thing that I would like to notice you is repetition. You see, don't be surprised in the exam that you see exact question or exact concept that you had practiced in it while previous question, and the question get repeated in the exam. So this happens very much time, and so if especially those who have appeared 2-3 times, they know it very well. If you are a beginner, please keep in mind the question do get repeated, so don't underestimate previous year questions and practice them as much as you can. And those questions you find that they might get repeated, prepare a model answer on them. So please notice the repetition. Next is similarity with the syllabus. See, many questions that you will encounter in the exam will be directly related with your topic. By which I mean कि if you have prepared that topic and you have completed your syllabus, you will be able to solve most of the question and you will not face problem. I do agree there are questions that are asked which are not mentioned directly in syllabus and are very difficult to handle, but then those questions are very few, and we will have ample time after prelims is your prelims is over. We will cover that part in next subsequent videos or in our study material. We will focus on those because the number of questions these are asked questions asked are very few, but then they are very much emphasized by coaching classes and test series, and you begin to focus very much on these questions. So at the moment I would recommend, please hold on, we will discuss about them, but then whatever I have discussed till now, please focus on that, and I think you will do very well in your exam.
पिक्चर अभी बाकी है मेरे दोस्त, पिक्चर अभी बाकी है